Clair Home Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week in the Riverview Plaza. Everything you need in hardware, from wiring, paint, tools, outdoor equipment, and even picnic and camping items. Check the specials on Valspar Paint and the Ace Hardware specials. St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware also has a complete gift department with candles, outdoor furniture, grills, and much, much more. St. Clair Home Goods and Ace Hardware.
All right, and welcome back to Week 4 of high school football here on CTV. Tom Brenner along with the coach, Denny White. And the St. Clair Saints are up 42-0 heading into the third quarter here, Coach.
And it's a running clock, and if you're Marysville and you're tired and you only have one thing that's going to get you back in the game, and that's to pass the ball, and the Saints know that, you're in big trouble. And it's a running clock, if I didn't say that already.
We do have a running clock thanks to that 42-point lead. If you missed the first half, well, number one, I feel sorry for you. Number two,
that's right.
It was a all-around effort, defense, offense, special teams. Marysville with a few little errors that kind of chipped into this 42-point deficit. Ethan Mon, Brady Gleason, Austin Schweiger. Let's throw Brandon Ruba into that mix as well. Those four guys contributed big time to that first half. Ethan Mon put on an absolute show as an individual in the first half.
Absolutely did. Tremendous individual effort. And St. Clair gets the ball to start the half.
That can't feel too good.
No.
You can kind of see it in your picture now, but the Vikings student section's been blowing they've been throwing up some white smoke all night.
They have, yes.
Got the LeBron James factor going over there, I guess, the pregame routine. This one's fielded, and looks like they're going to rule a little forward progress. Christian Jabiro on the return there. He ended up popping back out, but refs blew that one dead. There you can see that clock is moving. Looks like Gleason's going to come back out at quarterback for the Saints. Just a junior. Not a bad thing for the coaching staff when you get a junior and a sophomore as your quarterbacks.
Absolutely. There you go. And it starts already.
This one's going to go against Marysville. Clock stops at 11:11.
Timeouts, injury, penalties.
Buckle up.
That's right.
Gleason takes a snap from the shotgun and hands it off. Straight ahead run, right on the right hash. Ethan Mon with the carry. Picks up about 7 yards and a St. Clair first down, make it first down and 10. St. Clair on their own 37-yard line. Two men out wide, one man in the backfield with Gleason, two to the left. He's looking left, but the refs are going to blow this one dead before they can get there. Viking penalty, a St. Clair penalty, just like you said, penalty, running clock no longer running.
That's right. It's the only way to stop it. That's what you have to watch out for if you're St. Clair. You have to watch out for getting sloppy because you're this far ahead. When you get sloppy, bad things happen, and sometimes there are injuries, and you certainly want to stay away from that.
Make it first and 15. Clock winds back up again. Two men to the right, two men to the left, one man in the backfield with Gleason, who's in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to pass left. Going deep. This one's overthrown, looking for Schweiger. Couple of new Saints into the game. Number 28, Jamison Henson, and number 48, Anthony Griefer. Couple of seniors. Second down and 15. Man in motion goes to the left. It's a toss left. It's Mon. Let's see if he can make anything happen once again. Vikings do a good job getting there and getting his legs out from underneath him. Does pick up a couple yards.
Well, it looks like Marysville made some defensive adjustments at halftime. Slow down Ethan Mon.
Gleason back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He had a man, just missed him off his hands. Make it 3rd down and 10. 4th down. A rare appearance for the St. Clair punt team.
A punter.
It's a little surprising the punter was on top of his game. Wasn't
That's right.
asleep over there on the bench.
Count, make sure there's 11. It's always the key on the special teams.
Some big time speed from the ball boy there. Got himself out of there just in time. Snap, good.
Ooh.
Punt, barely away, but it's away. Fielded barely cleanly. Makes a couple guys miss. Could make something happen. That's number 20. He almost stayed back up. Good return there from number 20. That's Hunter Fight. He's 5'8" junior. .745 to go. 1st down and 10 Marysville. They're going to operate from their own 37-yard line. There's a run to the left side. Not going anywhere, but a good second effort there by number 28. That is Anthony Lee. Got a good look at, you might not be watching this game live here on CTV, but, you know, for the sake of keeping our viewers informed of what is happening right now, Marine City was down 15-0 at the halftime to Madison. Interesting number, of course, 15. Kind of wonder how they got to that point. Another handoff. Looks like it's Lee. He makes a couple men miss, and he's got a little room down the left side, and he's finally going to be run out of bounds right at the St. Clair 32-yard line. Little sign of life. Senior Anthony Lee making something happen. Another good big-time look here from our replay crew. Some nice blocks and some missed tackles.
Yep, missed tackles is correct.
I heard we had one of the best in the business on the replay in the first half.
I had heard that also.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's a new quarterback.
New quarterback in the game, and he's making a heck of an effort here. Ooh!
There's a flag. Several flags.
The new quarterback in the game is Ben Warren. Here's another good replay. You can see Warren make something happen, but look at this hit at the end.
Yeah, and he's out of bounds.
He's already going out of bounds. Number 48, Anthony Griefer, the senior, is the one who committed that penalty. You can see Coach Bishop immediately gets him when he comes to the sideline. So a pretty good effort there, and throw the penalty on it. Marysville's heading in to try to get their first points on the scoreboard. .6:01 to go here in the third quarter. 42-0 St. Clair.
That's good to see the extra effort on a team that's down 42-0, that they don't quit. Nope.
Fullback dive up the middle is going nowhere. Parker Griefor, his name has been called a lot tonight here on CTV and over the PA announcer. Ben Warren's a 6 foot, 160-pound junior in at quarterback now for Marysville. Receivers split out wide, both sides. 2 men in the backfield. Handoff is not made. It's a fake, and he's rolling left. Throws it away.
Yeah.
Nobody over there.
No one close. No one on that side of the field.
Got to assume that was a design run. If not, there's a receiver on the side of a milk jug he's missing.
Moran goes to the middle, and he's trapped here.
So now they're going to discuss. Looks like they're not going to rule any penalty here.
There, intentional ground.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. And that's a loss of down also.
Yep. Coach Bishop going through his options of what to do with that penalty. Tonight's officials, and this is going to be my first major test. Robert Geis, Dave Vajanov, James Pierce, Alejandro Eccles, and Raymond Chandler. Those are our officials.
Well done.
I'll call that 5 for 6 on the extra points type of thing, or 4 for 5. I guess there was 5 names. We'll call it 4 for 5. One of those had to be wrong. Fake it till you make it, right?
Well, I'm sure if it's wrong, he'll watch it and he'll call you.
Lee is met pretty quickly in the backfield by the Saints. Not a bad time to little public service announcement. Speaking to the officials. Oh, there's an official shortage out there. Did you know that?
There definitely is.
Never hurts to get involved if you come to the games anyway. Might as well give your try at refereeing. The crazy thing about a referee shortage is everybody's a referee in the stands.
That's right. You don't get paid in the stands.
Yeah, you might as well get paid, right?
Field.
I mean, if you know what all the calls are when you're in the stands, you might as well go down there and get some money for it. If you want more information on how to become an official with the MHSA, head on over to the MHSA's website. St. Clair with an interception here in the middle of this beautiful PSA. They'll take over. Take over on their own 18-yard line. There was a receiver over that way, but throw nowhere near that
was a lot further
vicinity.
Down.
Clock continues to run. Saints take over, so the Vikings still not on the scoreboard. 42-0, St. Clair with the lead. And another penalty. I think maybe the referees knew I was doing that announcement.
They did.
They figure, you know what, we need a little camera time. Just in case you missed that, it's MHSA's website if you want more information. Plenty of help needed with officials, and of course we have so many volunteers at games like this and throughout the St. Clair Athletic Department who help make these games happen. Handoff once again, some nice blocks, gives him some open space, and he gets out of bounds. That's Mon once again with a carry. Mon having a big game. Just 3 minutes left here in the third quarter, and that means we're just 3 minutes away from a nice awards ceremony. There's at least one guy in there who's sitting to my right. At least one guy in there who I'm filling his old job.
That's absolutely right. Yep.
And the man to my right is heading down. Beautiful. Another penalty. Just in Coach White's honor, we got another penalty as Coach White's heading down to be honored by our athletic department. He's one of our coaches of the year in the spring at St. Clair High School. Never hurts to honor some of our coaches, volunteers, in front of a big crowd like the one we have tonight here at East China Stadium. Third quarter has kind of come to a little bit of a snail's pace here. 2:31 to go. Vikings making their way back from the sidelines. St. Clair huddled up 6 yards outside the football. Another good look at our officials. 2nd down and 7 from their own 21-yard line. Whistle blows. St. Clair on the football. 2 men in the backfield, 2 men out wide. Hand off to the first man through. He's met quickly by the Vikings and brought down for a gain of 1 or 2.
Number 28, Jameson Henson with the carry. Brought down by a slew of Vikings.
Make it 3rd down and 5. He made it to the 23-yard line. Heading under 2 minutes to go. Handoff, heading to the right side. Stays up on his feet, makes 1 man miss, makes 2 men miss, gets all the way down to the St. Clair 43-yard line on the carry. That is number 30, Brandon Ruba. He's putting together a nice game here tonight. Take a look at the replay. 2 men in the backfield there with Gleason. 2nd man through was Ruba. Big time block there. Opened up just enough space for Ruba to get through. Makes a 1 man miss and carries a couple guys down to the 43. Ball spotted at the 44. 2 men in the backfield once again with Gleason. He's going to hand this one off to Mon. He's met quickly there by number 23. That's Johnny Holloway. Senior, 5'9", 175 pounds. Nice tackle there by Holloway. Under a minute to go here at East China Stadium. St. Clair up 42-0, moving the football. Mon going to get a breather. They send in Anthony Griefor. Matt Buslep coming back out of the game. And Gleason brings the play call in from the sideline. Heading towards 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Starting to cool off a little bit here at East China Stadium, but it has been a little bit of a humid, steamy night. 80 degrees right around kickoff. Gleason this time right under center. It's a handoff. Once again, he makes his way up the middle and all the way down into Viking territory, right around the 39-yard line of Marysville. Once again, Brandon Ruba making things happen for the Saints. Offensive line doing a fantastic job opening up space. There was no one even close to being able to bring down Ruba. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. St. Clair still with a 42-0 lead over the Marysville Vikings. We're going to keep it right here on CTV. Watch ctv.org, where we will now honor some of our fantastic coaches here at St. Clair High School.
Awards last spring. John Davidson, Mac Gold Boys Track Coach of the Year. Is this Harada? Jeremy Harada, Mac Blue Lacrosse Coach of the Year. Oh, that's why Kevin Mann, Mac Red Softball Coach of the Year. Denny White, Mac Blue Baseball Coach of the Year. Congratulations to these coaches, and thank you for all of the time you put in to make our program successful. 50-50 winner, excuse me.
Your tickets. 50-50 winning ticket number 729-155. 729-155.
Getting ready for the fourth quarter to start here on CTV. We'll give Coach White his moment in the spotlight as he makes his way up. He's got a little bit of a hop in his step. Hopefully he doesn't leave me hanging out to dry for too much longer. But I think we'll be able to handle it. Well-deserved honor for all those coaches, John Davidson, Jeremy Harada, Kevin Mon, and Denny White. Always successful in the MAC in all those sports. Clock still running here in the fourth quarter. St. Clair up 42-0. Saints with the football, and they are driving. They're down out to the Marysville 27-yard line. Man in motion goes left. Gleason right under center, hands it off. He's got a man who makes another couple men miss. There's been all kinds of room for the Saints to run tonight. This time it's Evan Krusky with the carry. You can see just an absolutely massive hole for him to run through. Helmet on helmet all the way around for St. Clair. For Krusky to run through. .10:30 to go. And if he has his breath, Coach White's back with us.
I'm back.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
Good job.
A very talented group of players.
Baruba right side once again with a handoff, cuts it back inside and then back toward the sideline. He's brought down inside the 10-yard line of Marysville. But hey, while you were gone, they're still running the football and moving it.
I noticed that.
Good look at it. Under 10 minutes to go here. First down and goal for the Saints. Gleason's still in there at quarterback. Here's the handoff. Close to the goal line, but brought down just short. Evan Krusky with the carry down to the, looks like the 2-yard line of Marysville. Whole bunch of guys for both teams kind of limping around a little bit as we kind of get into the dog days of the fourth quarter.
Yep. This is a good reason to have a running clock.
Just over 9 minutes to go here.
Once the game gets out of hand, then people have a tendency to get hurt. They get tired and worn out.
One man wide to the left, handoff to the first man through. Looks like he still stops short of the goal line. No signal from the officials except for looks like it's going to be short. That was Ruba once again. Coach is probably trying to reward him with a little trip to the end zone after a big night.
Clock just continues to run.
Anything you can learn about your team up or down 42?
No, it's more an opportunity to reward the players who don't get a lot of chance to play, because they work just as hard as the others do. They practice just as hard, and it's a great opportunity for them to get some game time. Nothing like being out on the field on a Friday night under the lights with the fans here in a rivalry game.
St. Clair kind of taking their time here. Looks like they may take a timeout or a penalty. Looks like they'll take a timeout. .807 to go here in the fourth quarter at East China Stadium. St. Clair up 42-0. There's a good look at our student section. Hey, I see another one of my guys, the curly head guy. That's Lucas Danko. He's on my cross country team. See if we can spot anybody else.
We got a bunch of JV football players.
JV football players in there. Good support from the students and of course the fans. interesting to see what the Saints do coming out of this timeout. See if they were just gathering themselves, or maybe they'll make a couple substitutions.
Yep,
Does look as if Matt Buslett might be coming in. I didn't see a 12 in there, at least when it looked like it. Didn't look like a 12.
Jared Lenarski's in there on offense.
Yeah,
Max Schreihofer now playing offense.
Buslett going to take the snap, and he's going to try to sneak it in, and he's in. See if the referees signal a touchdown here, but it sure looked like it.
Yep.
That is officially a St. Clair touchdown, and a quarterback keeper from
Followed
Buslett.
the center, Clayton Spezia, number 70, right into the end zone.
Always a good sign when it looks like your entire offensive line's in the end zone with your quarterback. Band's been busy. Kicker's been busy. Offense has been busy.
Concession stand's been busy. This is the place to be on a Friday
There you
night.
go. See who this penalty's on. They better not be messing with our perfect extra points here.
It's going for 7 out of 7.
Unless they want to show off 7 for 7 with a penalty.
It's a different kicker. Different kicker now.
All right, so a 1 for 1 we're going for.
Michael McKinnon. No good.
No good. Sorry, Michael. We did that to you, buddy.
He's a soccer player.
We did that to him.
He's a soccer player. Certainly had plenty of distance.
Well, 8:01 to go. St. Clair up 48-0. That was as good a time as any to thank everyone who supports the football program. Special thanks to some of our sponsors: AAA, the Huffmaster Insurance Agency, Allstate Schulte Freeland, Farm Bureau Insurance, Kimball Appliance, LaCroix's Riverside Pub and Drifters, St. Clair Chevrolet and Dodge, Thorpe Printing, the Voyager, RBV Contracting, Wesley Orthodontics, Sign and Monahan Realtors, St. Clair Lawn Care, PGS Dentistry, and Dr. Sueto, and Michigan Neurology and Spine. Thank you very much for helping out with our football program this year. Your support helps us do these games right here on CTV. It's always nice in a town like St. Clair. You get support in just about anything you really want to do with good intentions, right?
Just have to ask, yeah. People step right up.
This one kicked away by not Sean Donaldson. Wrapped up and smacked at the 30-yard line.
Michael McKinnon with the kick. The return by number 20, Hunter Fight. It's the tackle by number 10, Jared Lenarski.
Marysville taking the football over on their own 32-yard line. Clock winding under 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Vikings trying to get on the board. Saints trying to pitch a shutout.
Another breakaway.
Lee is the ball carrier. He gets left side. He's got some good speed. Makes it, looks like, see where they mark it, but just inside St. Clair territory. They might mark this one right on the 50. Good blocking and then good speed there by the senior, Anthony Lee, for the Vikings. St. Clair will host Sterling Heights right here at the stadium next week. Marysville going to host Lance Cruz. Another good run here, and look out, this is number 20. Can he be dragged down? Good run there by Hunter Fight, and he's finally dragged down by number 7, Austin Schweiger.
It was right up the middle, I believe.
Get a good look at the replay here, thanks to our crew down in the truck once again. Nobody home.
Nope.
Marysville down to the St. Clair 16-yard line, marching toward what they hope is their first points of the night. Handoff is to the left side, cuts back to the middle, not much doing.
Penalty. Another penalty.
Only thing missing from the second half is turnovers when it comes to the sloppy big lead play.
Face mask.
Face mask against the Saints. Move the Vikings a little closer to that goal line. This is as far backed up as the Saints defense has been down all night. So I guess if you're a coach, you're always looking for a way to challenge your kids, right? And this is a good opportunity.
First and goal on the 6.
On the 6.
Ball placed on the St. Clair 6-yard line. First down and goal. 6:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Clock moves, ball snaps. Handoff to the left. Not much doing. Maybe a gain of 1. Saints D-line holds for now. You'd think a whole lot of pride's kicking in at this moment if you're the St. Clair defense. You don't want to. 48-0 looks a whole lot better than 48-6 or 48-7. Second down and goal to go from the 4. 5.5 to go. Snap, handoff to Lee. Lee cuts it back. See if the officials make it official. And there's the signal. The Marysville Vikings get on the board for the first time tonight with 5:22 to go in the fourth quarter, make it 48-6 St. Clair. Couple of decent blocks.
Block there, yeah. Took out 2 Saints.
Good effort by Lee to make his way into the end zone.
74. John Sargent took out 2 Saints.
Vikings will line up to kick the point after the touchdown. Extra point blocked, and it stays 48-6 St. Clair with 5:22 to go. Not a bad drive there for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's well done. And it has to be something to build on that far down with a running clock against a big rival. They didn't quit.
Good look at the cheerleading squad here to support the Saints all the time. I got some good names too. Should we keep going?
Sure.
Coach Casey Verbecki leading the Saints, as we mentioned earlier. Joelle Beauchamp, Erica Kamar, Liliana Chappelle, Winnie Cruikshank, Jessica Diller, Peyton Frey, Lauren Ferguson, Ella Gilbert, Amelia Hamil, Allie Koo, Isabel Koo, Michaela McCoy, Ariana McKnight, Avery Roush, Shane Riskus, Alexa Schweihofer, and Jacob Snyder.
Well done.
We'll have to go to the replay review later and see how we did. But props to them for coming out and supporting the Saints. They've had a fairly easy one to cheer for tonight. 48-6 St. Clair, 4:44 to go in the fourth quarter. As you mentioned earlier, you're just kind of hoping to get out of here healthy.
Yes.
Two receivers split out wide for the Saints, 2 men in the backfield. Handoff up the middle, a lot of running room once again. Keeps his feet, he's still going. That's Rubo once again. Back downfield, still on his feet. All the way into Viking territory, makes his way down to the Viking 37. A couple of Vikings got their way into the backfield, but couldn't make a tackle.
Again, individual effort.
Under 4 minutes to go, same formation for the Saints. 2 runners in the backfield. Stoppage in play here. Looks like the Saints are going to be backed up once again.
False start.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. You want to get out of here healthy. You also kind of want to get out of here feeling a little good about it, right? Scoreboard is going to make him feel good.
You don't want to be sloppy about it.
Handoff is the first man through. He's met pretty quick and he's bounced backwards. Nice job there by the Vikings. Tackle on the play there by number 32. That's Aaron Jackson, a 5'7" junior.
Jamison Henson on the kill.
Just over 3 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter of a very well-rounded football game by the St. Clair Saints. 2nd down and 15. Hand off to the right side, not a whole lot doing. Matt Buslep with the carry. But you had a much different football game against Marysville last night than this one.
We definitely did. We were down 14-12 and ended up winning with 26 seconds to go in the game. I like this a whole lot better from a coaching perspective.
It's amazing because most people, what do? They look at the wins and losses. And you get there so many different ways. And back-to-back days, the JV and Varsity got there in totally different ways, but it's a win. This one blown up deep in the backfield.
Looked like Matt was going to pass, but the receiver got held up at the line, I think. 4th down.
A little confusion for the Saints. 4th down and 18 to go. Minute and a half to play here in the 4th quarter. St. Clair up 48-6. Well, if you're the St. Clair coaching staff, head coach James Bishop, Gary Griffin, Kevin Mon, Brian Tapman, AJ Aguio, you got to feel pretty good.
Oh, you absolutely do. They'll find some things to work on that they'll complain about when in the film study.
That's coaching.
But yeah, you're absolutely right.
A little more confusion here for the Saints. They got to take a timeout. Looks like they may have had an extra man on the field, and they still are going to get a penalty. See if the official picks that flag up. I think he's going to pick it up. Didn't realize they got the timeout off. St. Clair using all their timeouts.
Picked it up.
There's a good look at the Marysville student section. They brought a big student section on the road.
They did.
Looks like they might have finally ran out of their LeBron James pregame foot
That's
powder.
Right. That was going for at least 3 quarters.
I'm not sure how much of it you could see there on the broadcast, but there's still a little cloud of smoke going over there, a little dust. Minute 4 to go here in the 4th quarter. 48-6, St. Clair, man in motion to the right. Punt on its way. It's a high one. Marysville going to let it bounce. That thing's going to keep on rolling inside the 10-yard line all the way down to the 8-yard line.
Nice punt.
And the clock's going to keep running. 42 seconds to go in this one.
He didn't blow the whistle yet.
25 seconds to go.
No, they don't have to run a play. I don't know if they will, but they don't have to. And they will.
Hand off to the first man through. Helmets flying all over the place.
Uh-oh, don't do that.
Penalty. So the last thing you want to see is, I don't want to speculate, but a helmet went flying and a penalty came in. You only got to make it 11 more seconds. Looks like a couple flags down.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Face mask on the Saints, and imagine that's why there was a helmet in the backfield. They'll move this ball all the way to the 26-yard line.
No, they're done.
And we're heading down towards 3 to go, 2 to go, 1, and that is the end of that fight.
Yes, indeed.
St. Clair with a final score victory of 48-6. Defense, offense, special teams, and a whole lot of scoring.
A complete ball game.
St. Clair, as we mentioned, hoping to hear that band play a whole lot more next week. They will host Sterling Heights right here at the stadium. Hope to see everybody out here. Hope the stands are full. Hope you watch on CTV. Hope you watch on watchctv.org. Got to thank our outstanding crew for another well-done broadcast. For Tom Brenner and Denny White, thanks for watching.
This CTV Sports presentation was brought to you by St. Clair Chevy Buick GMC. We care. By Murphy Inn, Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. By North Star Bank. North Star, guiding the way. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair's Home Goods and Ace Hardware. And by CTV, Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.